Hello everyone, it's me again, your friendly TR Wolf. I just thought I would make another UK versus US English video because there's been a few questions and a few well not demands, but you know what I mean, for a fifth video. I'm more than happy to help. I've had lots of people, especially non-native English speakers, sending me messages with questions and messages of thanks and things as well. I'm really glad that I could help you. I find that fantastic that my videos have brought some enlightenment to you in regards to the language changes. And do feel free to leave any comments. Also, if anyone has any questions, do feel free to give me a message and just ask them because I'm more than happy to help. The only thing I'm going to say not to really ask me on is the school system. Oh God, I don't know fully, to be honest. In my experience, I started in nursery, which Americans generally call kindergarten. I went to the infants, um, which and then to the juniors. Infants and juniors were both in primary school, which I think is called elementary school in the US. I'm not sure. Then I went to what most Brits will call secondary school. Um, Mine was a grammar school, but in America that would be called a high school. Now, I didn't stay on after high school. I spent a week in the sixth form, which is a version of college for Americans. I hated it and left. Believe me, I wish I'd stayed on. But basically, you do, from what I'm aware, 2 years in college, and then once you've passed college, 2 years in university. I might be wrong. Please, God, don't take my advice on that, but please stop asking me about it because I really don't know. Other news. Somebody asked if in the UK gay marriage is legal. Gay marriage isn't, but civil unions are. Um, it, you may know that I'm actually gay myself, and I had a civil union with my partner in August. We've been together for 7 years, and we effectively got married in August. The civil union and civil partnership and marriage are, to be honest, they're almost the same thing. There's very little difference in them apart from religious connotations, but everything, marketing and everything, is all aimed at the same sort of angle. A few word changes and word differences that people have brought up. In the US, what would be called a teleprompter in the UK is known as an auto cue. I'm not sure why. I think it might be a brand name. This may have been brought up before as well, but a flat in the UK is known as an apartment in the US. I think it was known as a flat in the UK mainly because it was on one level. Um, in the UK, shopping trolleys in America are generally known as a shopping cart or a buggy. Basically, the big trolley that you wheel around the supermarket. Someone asked if we use the word dude. We do. Some people do, but it sounds ridiculous in an English accent, frankly. I'd rather use mate. I had some strange questions about really normal words, asking if we have them. Someone asked if we what the British word is for hat, fight, balloon, and someone asked what the British word for escalator was. I wanted to say it was the special moving staircase machine, but no, we call it an escalator as well, I'm afraid. A few people have asked if the word yank is used as an insult or if it's meant to be insulting towards Americans. It's not. It's just used as a shortening, in the same way that Brit is short for British. It's the same sort of thing, but you can't shorten American to Americ. So you tend to get called yank, which I know is in relation to the American Civil War and was sometimes used in the World War II. But it's not meant as a nasty term. It's just meant as a shortening. Someone asked about granola bars. Granola in the UK is known as muesli. I've no idea why. I don't touch the stuff. That's for birds, if you ask me. In the car, a turn signal in the UK is known as an indicator. But I think on both sides of the Atlantic, we quite often call it a blinker. Um, I think I've touched on this one before, but a nappy in the UK is what Americans would call a diaper. I realise that nappy in America can have connotations to do with clotted dreadlocks and sort of hair styles. I don't know, to be honest, but that's not what it means over here. A few people asked if I could do an English to Canadian, Irish differences, even Manchester and Liverpool differences. Well, I can't really. I only do the US UK one because I know them. I wouldn't be able to really do the other ones because I don't know them very well, I'm afraid. But feel free to do your own. It'd be great to see what you do. Um, Another one. Someone asked me what a sarnie is. A sarnie also is basically it's slang for a sandwich. Another word is butty. Butty tends to be used in the north of the UK, which is also slang for sandwich. Someone asked about Tipex. Tipex in the UK, it's a brand name, but basically it's what Americans would call whiteout or liquid white. A few people mentioned pronunciations on various words, not things like aluminium and aluminum, but things like the president. We'd call him Barack Obama, but in the US it's said like as Barack. Oh no, is that the other way around? We say Barack Obama, and you say Barack Obama. Things like that. I don't know why. It's like Robin Hood. In the UK, Robin Hood. Hood is the accent. It's Robin Hood. But in the US, he tends to be called Robin Hood, where the accent is on Robin, and I'm not too sure why. Um, Someone asked about washing up liquid. Basically, it's what Americans would call dish detergent. Um, and there's not been too many other questions really. A few people asked about my other videos that are on my channel. Feel free to have a nosy. I've just got things. Oh, there's an English expression for you. Have a nosy. Literally means just have a look, have a see. Um, but other videos I've got include things like The Big Finish, which I'm a big musicals fan, as a few of you might know. It's basically every musical has at least one big song, and that song always has a big finish. So I've assembled a few of the big finishes that I like, so you can see what you think. Um, there's Frank Kelly's Christmas Countdown, which was a comedy song made about whether or not it really is practical to have the gifts that were given on the 12 days of Christmas. The two videos on Sweet Charity are both me. I'm the big fat guy basically doing the singing. Very low quality video, but it was done on a camera. Just my dad tried to get a few minutes footage while he was watching the show. There's pictures of my house renovation, which is when we first got the house. It was a dump, and we basically did it up all ourselves. Everything from tiling, electricals, plumbing, painting, everything. We did everything. I'm very proud of it. And a couple of visits to the Waxworks Museum in Blackpool because it was horrendous and then improved. And it's even better than the videos on there now. But feel free to have a look at them. Another thing you should all possibly look into is if any of you have Twitter, because I have Twitter as well. If you want to add me on Twitter or follow me on Twitter, my name on there is tr_wolf. I might not necessarily follow you back straight away, but do feel free to follow me. I'm not just talking about US, UK, English or anything on there. It's just my normal Twitter. But feel free to add me. Again, if you've got any questions or anything, feel free to give me a message or send me a reply on one of my videos, and I'll call this one a day, I think. And as for timing, usually I have to trim it down a bit because it's over 10 minutes, but I think I've got it under 10 minutes this time. Fantastic. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully maybe for a part 6. We'll see. Bye.